Okay, welcome back. So, of course, it's another episode, so we can change out our tools and gear for iron. But, of course, I don't really have any iron. So, instead, we're gonna go mining for some in our cave that's right here. Move this. Okay, that should be a little better. So we got quite a cave, actually, that's just right here. So let's check this. Here is the first bit of iron that we're going to mine up. It's just right here. Two, and there should be a adjacent one, usually, but I guess not this time. Okay, so we should have all the iron we need. I don't know if that's the correct number, but boots, leggings, chest plate, and a helmet, which leaves us with 8. So let's grab some wood. I'm not sure if that's probably not gonna be enough. Pickaxe, axe, and a sword. And finally, we are at iron tier. But I guess we don't have all the stuff. Pickaxe, axe, and sword. You know, like the shield, the bucket, and all the other goods. Boop, 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 boop. And while I was out expeditioning in the caves, I almost got a whole set of gold armor, which is pretty crazy. I guess we can dig into this supply of iron that I got just from, adventuring. We still need a shovel and a hoe, I believe, is everything that I'm missing. Okay, so now that we have all of our tools, we should be good to start on the project for this episode, which is a bigger house, of course, which I'll probably throw out like right down there-ish. So my plan is to, since like this is iron armor and tools, I thought maybe like a blacksmith house would kind of fit the whole theme. So I guess we should start with the blocks that we need collecting. Now, how are we looking on stone? Not bad. This is everything that remains from our digging out of the villager area before, because most of it I did end up getting rid of. So, we are going to need to grab all of this and smelt up a large amount of it. We are also going to want to grab a bunch of andesite from the caves. Just to, match our I don't know, block palette that we're going with. Which there should be a couple of veins around here. Okay, so I've gathered a decent amount of blocks to start out with. And we should just be able to set it up around here. So I'm going to clear out everything, all the grass, and then probably do just a minor amount of leveling. I want to keep the terrain here normal-ish. Yeah, let's see what happens, I guess. Okay, so we had to do a little bit more terraforming than I wished. We had to expand out this layer, and then I just did a second layer for now, just to give me a little bit more space to work on stuff. this should be the shape. Okay, so now that we got some shape done, let's put down all these blocks that I picked up from removing these two hills, because they were in my way and they were not bringing me joy. So, we got our andesite, our cobblestone, our stone bricks, and of course our stone. I guess that's everything. So the way that I'm going to start out with is in every corner, I'm going to place a little check of stone. Just like this. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is just kind of put like a staggering pattern, almost just kind of like maybe like one, and then maybe we'll do like two over this side, and then maybe like a 1, 2, maybe a 3, tell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then we'll do that same thing on every one of these little stone areas. Okay, so now that we've got all of these corners in place, I want to get the forge set up, which requires a few different blocks than, I'm used to. So, we're going to need some netherrack and some magma, as well as, I think, like 3 campfires should do the trick. Now, both these blocks I should be able to get from a rune portal that is just down this river, I think. So, we're taking my boat down the river. It's gotta be just around this corner, right? Oh, I really hate this. One day, I'll fix it. Hello, dog. This should be the rune portal right here with all the blocks we need. Both the netherrack and the magma. And I think this is the last piece of gold armor that we need. Fire protection 4, golden boots. And I'll take the flint and steels. What? Oh. Let's see, let's grab, I think... Why don't we grab more than we need, so we don't have to come back for a while, and at least until we get to the nether. Okay, let's go home. Okay, so now that we're back home, let's grab our blocks once again. And we're going to need to make some more stone bricks. And then we're going to need a total of, let's grab the stone cutter, because that is just not very good, So upstairs, let's grab, thought I had some extra iron. Perfect. That should save me a few blocks. And we should be able to get everything we need. Okay, stone cutter, that's right. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this, we should put the netherrack. Let's do, okay, so stone brick. So that should be the base of the forge. And something like that. And then more blocks here. And then just like this. Just like that. Light those up. And then I think maybe like this. just kind of build it up as I want. Hot. Okay, so we brought it in here and here, and then we should bring it in here and here and here and here, just like that. And now what's a perfect 3x3, which then we can just bring up and up until the top of the chimney. Okay, I know it looks a little odd right now, but once we get the rest of the house put together, it should fit in quite nicely. So anyway, the next step should be the cobblestone layer. So all the grass should be replaced with cobblestone. And you're going to try or make like a gradient-ish. I'm not sure how this is going to work out, so I'm still figuring that bit out. But all this cobblestone. Okay, so now that you've got that, you should be able to start with your gradient. So just kind of like build the blocks up, kind of randomly, no more than 4, but even if you do 4 sometimes, very rarely at that. So just kind of place and break blocks until you start to think it's coming together. Okay, and then with that, move on to the andesite, which I'd like to cover all the sides of the cobblestone with, so that none is showing at all. So when you go to place in the stone, no stone will be touching cobblestone. I'll fix that one in a minute. Okay, and then of course the next step is to just kind of fill in all the andesite as you'd like. So just kind of bring up some spikes, maybe fill in some divots. Of course, fix that spot that I missed. And just kind of play with it, I guess. Okay, and then of course fill in this last bit up until the 6th block with stone. Come on, there we go. Okay, and there it is. So I'm liking how it's looking. I think it's looking, I like the gradient. I like the dark to light almost. But I guess we're under the 2nd floor, which means we need to get some new blocks, which is entirely, well, okay. Which one of the main blocks is not jungle wood. I've been using jungle wood for most things, but that's come to an end for this build anyway. We need spruce wood. So there should be a taiga right over here-ish. Yeah, right there. You should see it. So I'll go sleep, and then we'll head and chop down some of that wood. Okay, so I chopped down enough trees to get or 4 saplings, and I turned some bones into some bone meal, and that should give us enough. So first of all, we need to find out what sections we don't want on the 2nd floor, which should just entail for me, I think I want to cut down this just a little bit, so maybe like 5 or 7 blocks. So first you want this like that. I'll pick that up in a second, and this like that, and then we'll put a roof going up like that. Okay, so I have the entirety of the second floor laid out, as well as this roof section here and a little patio section over there, just to bring it in a little further. That's not cool, man. Do not blow up my stuff. That's gonna be a surprise. Anyway, so next I want to probably strip all the wood and then figure out what block I'm going to be using for the upper section in all these little areas. So I actually don't know. Okay, so the block that I decided on is actually mud and mud bricks, which aren't necessarily cheap since each one takes like one piece of wheat, and I don't really have a whole lot at the moment. Let's see really how much I can get out of this. Sorry. Anyway, 26, and I'm going to need probably hundreds. So each one will take, let's see, oh, there's an extra 14. That's going to be so much helpful. Okay, so glass bottles. Glass. Do I have any glass bottles? What about just glass? Put it up here, so. Ooh, that's convenient. If I have any extra coal, doesn't appear so. Okay, so I'm going to probably make some glass bottles to turn into, or to help make mud, because you need to do that. Yeah. And then I guess we'll start farming up some mud. Okay, so just in case you didn't know, this is how you make mud is, or the mud is water bottles like this onto dirt. Grass doesn't work, unfortunately. And then you can break all this mud, combine it with wheat, and then mud bricks, just like that. Okay, so I have a good amount of mud. I'm not quite done harvesting this whole section yet. It was like another full block taller, but I have plenty of mud, but not so much wheat. But I guess we can kind of start after I eat some potatoes. Okay, so I need to fix this area up, because I guess there's supposed to be a wall here. Anyway, so same gradient kind of situation. Darker block on the bottom, kind of fade it upwards, and I need to move this back another block. Okay, so there's that's fixed. I threw just a line of stone in there, and then my other blocks on the upper section, just like this. Perfect. And then we're gonna have to do this all the way around with blocks that I don't really have at the moment. But I believe that if we take a step back, I think that kind of matches well enough. Okay, we have all the walls put in, and I did not wheat farm. That would have taken forever. Instead, I ran to, there's a village over there and a village over there that both had enough hay bales for what I needed. But now, all my walls are completed. Yeah, and I think it looks okay. This is not a door. It's for later details. So you got a roof there, creepers there that would probably like to blow me up, a deck that doesn't have a weight on it, which I don't mind so much. And I think it turned out quite nice. So next part is the roof. Now for the roof, it's gonna take some planning, because let's see, there's a good view. Let's just build up here. It's So the house is kind of an odd shape, so building a roof is going to be a challenge. So we need to kind of cover all of this. So I'm thinking we're going to have so each roof comes up at a point at an A, so like this. So we're gonna have like an A like this, probably here, here, and then here, and then we're just gonna kind of bring them all inward. Yeah. Fun. And that's gonna be fun too. So 1, 2, and 3 little spots with these A's, and we'll see kind of what happens, how it looks. Okay, so here's what the roof is gonna look like. So it's gonna kind of come over here, and then it's gonna zag closer to over here, and this roof section over here is going to meet up right here. Now we're just gonna fill in all this besides these little sections that should come around here with cobblestone stairs, and then all the A-frame centers with cobblestone as well. Okay, so this roof looks rather odd because you kind of have this weird pattern where it goes kind of over, but I guess that looks okay. This one not going over here, but I guess I gotta bring the chimney up a little more as well. So now the roof's done, we can get to the interior, like floors, some decorations here and there, which is what I'm gonna do next. Ooh. Okay, first things first, we're gonna need to grab some torches. I was gonna throw some smooth stone around there so that, the house doesn't burn down. But torches, I guess, because mobs are gonna be a problem. I didn't realize that. Guess lanterns will have to do. Well, this is definitely one of the most interesting houses I've built. Okay, let's heal up here. Maybe try to lure some zombies out. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna light all this up. Okay, so that'll have to do for now. Anyway, so fire, little fire ring-ish looking thing around here. So maybe we'll go back 1, 2, 3, and then we'll go. So this is our center point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like that, and then circle. Okay, so next we need to fill in the rest of this area here with probably just like spruce planks. Okay, and that should be all the decorations done that I can do right now. So I got some pots over here, flower pots on top with little ferns on top. So a nice fire pit area. Then on the next floor, got some nice windows, desk, bookshelves, bed, some more shelves with plants on it, and a way out to the deck. And one more thing I want to do really fast. Okay, and then this little area here, just a quick upgrade, and all the roofs are also all filled in. I didn't fix the chimney yet, but I can do that between episodes. Anyway, this should probably be the end. So yeah, I think this house turned out kind of nice, and I can work on getting all my stuff moved over from this base to that one. They're only like 40 blocks away, but I'm a fan. I think it turned out quite nice. Pretty big as well. Well, that's the end.